Not feeling very motivated today. Feel a little bit tired. Got a lot on today. 3 closings. Got assignment to knock out now. Tutoring. Accountancy class. Business ethics. And an event later on. Got to pick up the kids and do the family stuff. But who cares? No one cares. You just got to get on with it. Don't complain. You might have a 5-second rumble, but nobody cares. So we just got to get on it. The reason why I can get on it is that people are relying on me. So the time I'm going to take to complain, you might as well just get up and just get on with it. So today, we're going to talk about relationships. Relationships are very important. Relationships can sustain you in good times and bad times. I left my bag behind. Relationships is a form of currency as well. So the last video I did, I talked about home ownership, the fact that I've now understood the landscape where I'm telling people to buy homes and they could just about pay their pay their bills at the end of the month. That's crazy. I'm telling them to come up with thousands of dollars, and the average person cannot find $500 as an emergency. So that means that I haven't really been telling you my truth then, because I didn't come up with any thousands of dollars. I didn't have thousands of dollars. I've explained to people in the past how I bought my first houses, but before you even get to the fact of buying houses, there was one key thing someone's taught me, which was needs and wants and learning sacrifices. So every time I meet people and they tell me, oh, I haven't got the money and I got this and school and kids and divorce and wife, and I just say to them, look in your wardrobe. Look at the amount of money you spend on yourself just to keep yourself happy. How many times do you go to the hairdressers? How many times do you go to the barbers? How many times do you go to Starbucks? Look at all these expenses that you're spending, what it takes to be you. Put it on a spreadsheet. That's where your money is. So we've all got money. Let's tell the truth. You all got some kind of money. Oh, Darrell, I haven't got credit. Well, you can get credit. This is America. You can get credit. You're in a first world country, wherever you are. You got to kind of get yourself situated and understand. And in life, you're going to always be in debt. Death and taxes are guaranteed in life. You're either going to be in debt to your family in regards to the amount of love or what they put into you as a kid. You're going to be in debt financially, and you're going to have to pay what's due to Caesar. So relationships are very important. So we spoke about running the marathon. Before you run the marathon, you've got to train, you've got to get some education. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, why should I? Why should anybody else? I've spent thousands of dollars investing in courses, training. I don't just give it up like that. My knowledge is a currency. So I got to see that you're really serious about not helping you. You realize that when I qualify you and speak to you, I want to hear you say stuff about helping your family. How you're going to be able to help generations. Because I'm really about impact. It's not about money for me. How are you going to change things? How are you going to change your organization? How are you going to change your church? How are you going to change your mosque? How are you going to change your synagogue? How are you going to bring things up to another level? Because the truth is, this generation, you've taken a lot of things from us. Because you're eating off what your previous 2 generations have created, your buildings and all this kind of stuff, but you've not put any money up. You haven't put any work in. You've just lived off it. So before you die, I'm hoping that you're going to put some equity in so we can have something for the next generation, because all I can see is crisis and debt. So let's talk about relationships. When you're looking at your relationships, and you've got people around you, remember, stress is a killer. 80% of the problems in your life normally doesn't come from you. It usually comes from somewhere else. So you've got to think about who are the people around you, who's taking the most energy from you, who's going to be there at your funeral. That's what I kind of access a lot of my relationships. Who shows up for you? When I see people that don't show up for me, I'm a little bit more sympathetic now. When I was younger, I just cut you off in a second. I wouldn't even think about it twice. Yeah, I don't lose sleep over those things. I'm a more liberal now. I'm a little bit more open and not as ruthless as I used to be. But who will show up for you when things are hard? Because you're showing up for other people. Who's showing up for you? So this situation of relationships, this will sustain you in any economy. This will sustain you in life when things are hard. Who's there for you? And it's not always financial. You've got to have people that are confident. You have to have people, wise counsel. My friends are all baby boomers. Because these old people, they know stuff. Yeah, they've seen these tricks before. You see me coming out with some stuff sometimes and you're like, oh, this is deep. It's not deep. Yeah, I learned this from my friend. He's 78 years old. Yeah. So learn. Sit down with your grandparents. Spend time with them. They got some crown jewels. If you realize if I go to any room, I make sure I go and speak to the oldest person in the room first. As a sign of respect, to acknowledge that, you know what, you're here, you showed up. And two, you got some crown jewels for me. But they got to trust you first. So you got to build relationships. So that's my spiel today. Hope that's helped. Like I said, we're going to go through a process of getting your mind right. You can't just jump to this thing. And I realized that I got a lot of people around me. They say they're doing the right things, the videos, podcasts, and look at me and I've done this. But listen, we're going to have conversations. What are you really doing? Have you helped people? How many homes have you bought for people? I've bought a lot of homes for people. That's why people run around at the moment trying to take my life, because they think I want the money back. But God bless me, I've helped them. So what have you done for people? Yeah, we got a lot of people around me right now that, you know what, you're believers as well. You don't do anything for anyone. You don't do anything for the church. You don't tithe. You don't do anything. You just do it for yourself. So right now on a Friday, try and do something for someone else that doesn't benefit you. That's what I want to see now. Yeah, and what it is that I have to go back to some of my old ways where holding people accountable. Because it's just all vanity at the moment. It just kind of annoys me. So relationships. And like I said, this year is a different year. 2020 is a year of vision. And like I said, if I grow, you grow. If you grow, I grow. We all can win. It's not every man for themselves. So have a blessed weekend. I'll speak to you soon.